In a quiet place deep in the cold forest, there are people forced to work, not because they did wrong, but because they were different. They're herded like cattle, gathered in one place, marked not as identity, but as a reminder you are not ordinary. And there, among dust and sweat, there's a father. He doesn't give up. He doesn't cry. He just looks at his child with eyes full of hope. The child is small, still innocent, but he knows this is not a game. It's real, and he's afraid. Then come the men in green uniforms. They don't speak much, just point their weapons, count heads, count time, count who will go home and who won't. A doctor arrives, not to heal, but to examine, like objects, like machines, like they have no value. But behind all that, there's one thing they can't take away: love. The father quietly touches his child's shoulder, gives a signal, "Don't be afraid, I'm here." They're forced into a truck with no windows, no exit doors, a truck that only takes them toward the unknown. But inside that truck, they hug each other, whisper to each other, remind each other we're still alive, we're still together. And when the truck stops, they're taken out, led to a big hole, a hole already dug, a hole ready to receive them. But at that moment, the father sees something that makes him stand tall, something that makes him forget fear. He sees his child's face, his child's eyes, a small smile that still remains, and he whispers softly, "We will survive, because we have one thing they don't: love." Then they start digging, not to die, but to live, not to surrender, but to fight. And amid dust, sweat, tears, they find strength, not from weapons, but from hearts. Because sometimes the strongest thing isn't muscle, it's love.